Hi everyone, before we do our tour of the house, and our family are going to kill us, but Lee begged and begged, he needed help with the garden, we need something that could help chomp it away as opposed to the lawnmower. And so we've added to our pet family by one. Come and meet Larry the llama.
Hey everyone, not sure what this is going to look like. We're trying to use an old camera, a little old GoPro, just to show you some of the tour. Hopefully it'll be better than everything else we've been using so far. So yeah, I'm going to turn around so you don't have to see my ugly mug. Here's our little lucky dog. So this is pretty much the centre of the village. And our house is just behind that tree over there, so I'll take you down the driveway. It starts here. Oh, hopefully the sound is better on this as well. Don't know if you can see all the butterflies going around. This is outside our neighbour's house. He's got a lovely plum tree coming through at the moment. What else can I show you? Yeah, so this is the first little bridge that we have to cross to actually drive into the property. It's very low at the moment, obviously being August, this 1st of August today, and it is I think 38 or 39 degrees. It's scorching, but I did put on a t-shirt because I didn't want to scare everyone away, but as soon as I'm done filming I'll be sure to be jumping in the pool because it is a hot one. Yeah, Em is putting down baby Hudson, giving him a feed, so I thought I'd take the opportunity just to have a little walk up and down the driveway and show you some of the stuff that we got here. So yeah, it's all covered by trees. This isn't our land to the right, but nobody uses it, so we have to manage the trees and things like that. It's not too difficult, but yeah, it's just something that's got to be done, I suppose. Yeah, so this is sort of the start of what I call the back of the house. I was streaming it the other day because we haven't actually gone through this land at all really, so I wanted to see where there was holes that we need filling. I wanted to see what trees we wanted to keep. Yeah, and this is probably where we're going to put the chickens once everything is fully done, insulated and everything. Oh, there's the dog. Lucky. Hello, girl. This is little Lucky, the little dog that we found abandoned at the side of the road, and we couldn't say no. She's lovely. We got out some of this wood the other day. This was from a fallen barn. We saved and have been drying for over a year, so we should be able to cut all this up and use it as firewood, which will go here, our little log store next to the car. Do bear in mind, we don't really plan any of these videos, so there is rubbish, there is garbage everywhere, but this is how it is when you're living on a building site. Yeah, to tell you about this bit here. There used to be a kind of a ramp here made out of cement, and what I actually did is when I took that out, I decided to dig down about another 4 or 5 feet to put a septic tank. So we never had septic before. There wasn't actually any drainage, so where we have the temporary toilet at the moment, you can see the pipe just coming down there. That used to go straight out into the river, which is what every other house here does. So I'm pretty sure we are now the only house in the village with a real septic tank. I don't know if we have any footage of that, but if I've got a few pictures, I'll let you know. Yeah, then we backfilled everything and we made a path. Eventually our door will be in the middle where these stepping stones are, not to the right hand side where it is now. Okay, so let's go through. Be prepared, guys. Okay, so here's the barn, tool area, wood store for everything that we're building. It's organised chaos, but this is where we plane up the materials, we do the glue ups, we do everything that we need to do. These are going to be our oak window frames, so I've just been putting these through the machine. Okay, so this is the entrance where we just came in, and eventually this area here will be a lobby and a downstairs or cloakroom toilet. If you look directly above, there's a beam there, and we're going to build a stud wall down, and we're going to divide this area into a lobby as we come through the middle of the door, and a toilet to the right. That will then open up into the barn. We'll probably have a door, but this area here up to where that post is and that post, this is actually going to be our kitchen. Yeah, really long way away, because obviously we're using the space as a workshop at the moment.
So taking off from where Lee left off, really quickly, obviously we started originally doing the barn at the end there as though we were going to live there and then work on the house, but obviously with baby being due and everything, we thought that was far too much to achieve in time, so we've kind of left the barn over there as storage. This, as I said in our last video about, is a giant rubbish tip, and eventually we'll clear, but will be a lovely, we really plan for this to be a courtyard garden. And the whole idea with this new extension, if I go up, is that now everything will be enclosed, so we can walk in to a hallway, and then this is going to be our sort of future dining room, party room. It's already a party room now. We have people come over. We've got stunning views from the windows, so Lee's going to be working on these windows next. And yeah, this is just going to be a great big family room. And it's currently kind of where we eat, although obviously it's really hot today. So before, this was obviously all open. We've removed the staircase that was going upstairs. So currently we're not actually using any of the rooms upstairs, but the majority of the junk that was up there is being cleared out and dumped, or kept and saved for when we actually get to a point of decoration. So this space we will have a staircase being built to go back up, but for now Lee is focusing on this main room extension so that we are able to, this is our bedroom here, we're able to come out of the bedroom, go in, have a shower, come out again and not have to be open to the elements. So this is a bit of a rough and ready video about how we're living here. So if I go in before, mind your heads, welcome, mind your heads down. This is my office, so where I work online, and this is the lovely little fire that we took from upstairs. Lee repurposed it, sprayed it black, and this really kicks off some heat. So if we have a power cut in the winter, essentially we move into these two rooms, we cook off this heater, and then if you come in here, this is a lounge slash bedroom. So we can actually now have, thanks to family, managed to get this lovely sofa which turns into a sofa bed. So we've got a nice little snug for winter. These are Lee's tanks, because I don't know if you know, he's a very keen fish breeder, and but eventually we're actually going to cut a hole through here so that it links to the dining room, so it's a kind of little snug off of the dining room. So I'll come back out here, and this is what used to be the cellar room. Now we kind of store all the garden implements, and this is our kind of temporary kitchen. Kitchen, laundry and bathroom. So we won't spend a lot of time in here. This is not pretty. This is how we're currently living, but it's better than a bucket, which we had for the first few months. And but I quite like it in here. I get my music on when I'm cooking, and it's a cool space. Cool as in heat cool. If I come back out here, the bedroom here is what we focused on getting ready for the baby. I won't go in there now because the boys are in there, and I want to tidy up first. So, but I'll take you up outside. But a lot of the majority of the work that Lee was doing was ensuring that this room was really, really warm for winter. We weren't able to do windows in time, but you can see he's worked on insulating and cladding the whole exterior of this surface of this room. So I'm going to come outside, walk you up to the garden, so you can get a bigger picture of all the work we've done on the outside of this room, where we pretty much live in that during winter. That's got the electric heating, but then we move into the other space if there's a power cut, and you can see the scale of the extension there and what that will become. So this is going to also be wrapped in the same cladding here that you see. This area will become a deck. This area is going to be outdoor barbecue, and then we've got the pool. So excuse some of the mess. We've kind of been toying, we're creating a pathway, but we don't know yet what we're doing with it. We're toying between using small bits of wood, but it's really hard to keep them level. We might just gravel it. Obviously Hudson's swing, but this is where we spend a lot of time, and this is obviously where we have lovely views, really peaceful. We got apples this year. So last year we didn't have apples. We had pears. This year we have no pears, but we are in apple abundance, and the figs are out as well. So again, this place is, even just maintaining this small area, picnic area I suppose, is a lot of work. So it's really hard. So we kind of just kept our living area quite small essentially, and everything else is kind of left to overgrow for now. But these are the little steps that lead out into the field next to us, and actually you can go up there and go for walks, and we've got it's very overgrown now, but I don't know if you can see, there's a lovely bit of woodland there that we go for walks in autumn, and this is where the deer live, in this space, and it's just lovely and yeah, a bit of a special view up there. So I'm going to take you back down here, and this is the kind of plans for the space, and really how we've been living so far. So not glamorous, not 5-star, but we'll get there. Okay, and this is our finished bedroom. This is what we rushed to get done, or I say we again, Lee, for the winter. So you know what, it's really cozy in here, and I will flash up a picture of what this room used to look like. But you know what, we've tried to make it as livable as possible. We've got baby area there, Hudson in his giant new bed, so we don't have a lot of space, but it's cozy. So we pretty much lived in here in a whole winter. Our fridge is here because we bought a fridge that's too tall for the kitchen, because that wasn't meant to be the kitchen. So as we said in our last video about things changing all the time, that's one of the issues, going back and forth. But you know what, it's cozy. We've got the lovely cladding, and we've got the underfloor heating under here. We've just got the old rugs down, but this room is where we were saying we've got to finish it. We've obviously got to put the coving up, we've got to put more trim on all the cladding here on the walls, and then the floor will be the eventual final piece. But it's nice, we've got some exposed brickwork, and we've got some really nice light features. These are actually outdoor lights, they're really cheap, but they're really nice. What was that? Oh yeah. And obviously Lee will make us some lovely oak framed windows, but this will all be now a job for next year. It's fine to live in. We've done a winter, we've done a wet spring, because this is where the water comes in the floor, so it's a good job the floor isn't finished. And hopefully next year we will actually be moving this little man out of our room, and eventually we will obviously have the staircase coming up here, and we're going to build him a bedroom upstairs, and above our bedroom there's like an attic space, but we would love to turn that into a little playroom for him. So but next year will be upstairs, this year will be this extension. I've just realised Lee is half naked, both boys are half naked.
Hudson.